Yeah, I'm on my knees. It's fine. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, keep doing the stretches. Oh, I feel like I need a neck brace. Hi people, hope you're doing good. I've got a bit of a sore neck today. I'll come on to that in just a jiffy. And today we're doing a video, of course. You're watching a video, congratulations. Yes, we are doing a video on Taste the World recipes. So this is a part of a playlist where I basically do recipes from around the world. So if you've missed any, do check them out at the end of this video, have a marathon. Today, we're doing something that is named after a ballerina. Okay, this Pavlova, it is a Pavlova. You are a Pavlova, yes. So Pavlova is a massive meringue, basically, as we know, but it's named after a Russian ballerina called Anna Pavlova. If I was that Russian Pavlova ballerina person, it would be called a Lewis. That's quite cool. Other recipes so far on the Taste World playlist has been like, yes, that is from this country. Whereas a Pavlova, there's a little bit of debate about whether it's from Australia or from New Zealand. You can really read into it. There's a lot of quite interesting stuff, but then it can go even further because other researchers have said
that the origins of Pavlova lie outside of Australia and New Zealand. Some bloke called Paul Wood found that the origins actually originate from an Austro-Hungarian Spanish wing tour. So is that Austrian, Hungarian, Spanish? And it was later brought to the United States where German-speaking immigrants introduced meringue whipped cream.
So is it just like a fusion? Is it, I don't know, is it like a paella, a tapas of lots of countries together in a world, a volcanic meringue celebration? I don't know, but it's gonna taste bloomin' stonking. My favourite three fruits are blueberries, peaches and strawberries. That's what I'm putting on mine, so let's jolly well get on. Ow. Ow. Oh, I feel like I need a neck brace. Let's do it. We're going to be moving around the kitchen quite a bit today, but the first thing we're going to do is get 4 eggs. That's the whites only, but do keep the yolks for other recipes, like custard, for example. Boom, 4 egg whites. We're going to come over to this part, which is the whisk station. We've got the egg whites and electric whisk ready to go. A tape measure there because been measuring stuff. We're going to whip them to the soft peaks at first. There we go, and it almost looks like quite foamy, almost like a really good bubble bath. So here is our sugar. I'm going to do it in like 4 batches, okay, a little bit at a time. Okay, so when I went to the shops last night, I couldn't find any cream of tartar that I normally add to meringues to help stiffen it, so I'm adding a tablespoon of corn flour instead. I think it'll help. And then for flavouring, a little trickle there of vanilla extract. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice Tim Peaks. Okay, so we've finished whipping it up. It's really looking good now. I just want to show you, this person called Engage_London, I think your name is Eli, made this ring for me. Sent it to me. It's like a YouTube play button. You see that? It's made of sterling silver 925. I don't know what that means, but it's awesome. Thanks, mate. So this is where I'm going to kind of struggle a little bit today because we've got the slightly smaller oven, because I want to make this massive, and you shape the meringue the size of your serving plate that you desire. As we're stuck with the slightly smaller oven, this thing, it actually came with its own unique pizza tray thing that fits it perfectly. So rather than doing something else, which is this, so if you were using a baking tray, what you would do is get your serving dish of choice, then you can get some baking parchment and then draw around it, cut it out, and then put the circle inside your baking tray, so then you know what circle area to blob your meringue to make it to give you that shape. So in effect, this makes it a bit easier. And now we've got an area to build up our meringue Pavlova base. Boom. Yeah, I'm on my knees. It's fine. It's the only way I feel like I can get the camera at this angle because of the way things are in here, but we're nearly over it. But what I'm gonna do is blob the meringue just around the outsides at first. Hand over my table, can you see that? Oh no. Okay, so I'm smoothing out the bit in the middle just to kind of create a foundation, and then we're building up the sides like this. Now I've taken it about 1 inch in all the way around on there because the heating element, I just looked in the oven, is very close to it. And I do like toasted meringue, but I don't like setting fire to my house. That's for toasters only. We've got a bit of a burning smell. Now the bad news is we have to bake this slowly for an hour, which is good because it means we can work on our other bits and I can give you an extension update. All right, looks like a big meringue castle. Go on. Ow! See you in a bit, mate. So it's time for an extension update. The last week has been absolutely bonkers here. So this is what's done, right? Look at this now. That's why my neck hurts. This is a massive ceiling to paint. I've done 3 coats of paint over here. We put up a wall. The utility room is partially formed. Partially. Painted in there. Obviously you can't finish this wall yet. But in these 2 boxes, and that one there, and the rest of my garage, is what is going to be the kitchen in here. The only downside is, for the last 8 weeks, the windows got delayed with the virus, but we had to crack on, and unfortunately it gave way and water did get in last night, but it hasn't hit the plasterboard too much. We're all right, we got lucky. Oh, and the people that come and work for the charity came and took the polytunnel for the pool, and it's gone. So yes, finally, on Monday apparently, the windows and the doors and the lantern are all going to arrive. And with the kitchen here, by the end of next week, we should have doors, windows, the lantern on and the kitchen in. But then we're going to be in a bit of a predicament. This is some double cream, 500 mils of that. We're in a bit of a predicament because it's going to be extremely echoey. We're nowhere near completely done in there, even in the kitchen will be ready. Yeah, we're at the stage where we can't furnish it out there, but we need to rip some of this kitchen out to get the sink, to put the sink out there. So what could actually happen is a really unique scenario where I have to film in both rooms, where I've got sort of a half kitchen in each one. Look out for that in the next few videos, and I know that sounds horrendous, but compared to what we've had to put up with recently, it's amazing, and we're finally getting there. We're at the point where it's just about to thicken, and we want soft peaks. If you over whip cream, which can happen almost in a flash within about 20 seconds, you get that sort of real thick, dense, clotted kind of look, and I don't really want that. We want that to be sort of smooth and whipped, so we're nearly there anyway. See like that, where it leaves a trail? Trail's getting slightly thicker. That, for me, is perfect, because the reason we jumped ahead and done this, we put it in the fridge to firm up and be cool, it will hit that Pavlova amazingly. It's all about quiffs today, isn't it? That cream has got a nice quiff on it. Keep it cool. So we've got the base baking away. I'm not turning my neck around there now. We've got the cream chilling. That's all going to come together brilliantly. And now it's just the fruit topping, whatever you want to put on there. I love peaches, blueberries and strawberries, as I said, not only because of the taste, but also I think the colour is going to pop really well as a contrast. We've got the peaches in a tin here, so the slices will go on top, real nice pop of colour, but the syrup it's sat in will lose a little trickle of that in a jiffy. It's quite hard to get some fruit at the moment in the supermarket, particularly when I went down the fruit aisle. I managed to get strawberries, but everything else is pretty much gone. Now, not many people do this, but if you go down the aisle and you're like, oh no, and you ask the guy, oh sorry mate, doing it tomorrow morning. Chum in first thing tomorrow morning. I'm like, no, I'm filming my Pavlova, you know? Go to the freezer aisle, because in the freezer aisle, this was a bag of frozen blueberries that I left out overnight to thaw to room temperature. They had frozen strawberries, raspberries, gooseberries, blueberries, snozzberries, everything you could think of, and I just left this out overnight to thaw, and they're exactly the same price. Some of them are actually cheaper, and they might be fresher too because they're frozen immediately. I also found a whole lobster in there in a box, and it's quite hard to get lobster in the UK, so I might surprise Mrs. Barry and buy one of those lobsters. Still got to prepare it and all that, do the operation, but you know, there's a gadget for that when you want to hull a strawberry. Boom, I'm going to be hulling lots of these strawberries. Get that off you. But the first thing I need is a handful of strawberries, a handful of blueberries, and a little bit of peach juice for this. Oh, there's a little bit of icing sugar there. Tom Cruise cocktail, shake it up. Dad hat, can't afford a lava lamp for Christmas? There you go, kids. Enjoy that. All right, down we go. Jug to make it easier to pour later on. You don't have to do this. You might like the seeds, but I'm gonna pour it through so the sieve catches any sort of bigger lumps, and we're gonna be left with a nice sort of smooth sauce down the bottom. So I've just been pushing this back and forth with the spoon for about 3 minutes or so. I didn't time it, but we're left with like a really nice smooth juice now to pour over the top of the Pavlova. I say if you want to taste it, you can sweeten it or add a bit more juice to make it more fluid. Completely up to you. All right, so I've got my helper doing with the strawberries there. There's a gadget for that, isn't there, mate? Mm-hmm. There's a blob of the sauce just there, perfect for your white top.
Oh, yes, it is.
What did you say when you first walked in when you saw the meringue?
It's ginormous.
It is. It's done. It's done! So it's not done because we've got to let it cool down in the oven. Sorry. That's been another 45 minutes, but it's fully cooled down, so much so I didn't need a wire rack, I don't need oven gloves. We're just gonna put it on a stand. On my knees one more time. You gotta look back and laugh at this, right? Oh, yes! What do you think, guys?
Amazing. I think that looks like a big bird's nest.
Big bird's nest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get our whipped cream and just dollop it in there. Oh my gosh. See, it's just got that enough texture where it's holding peaks, but at the same time, it's not like all clotted. Oh my gosh. So now, I'm just gonna scatter around my fruit. Nothing too crazy. But I'm gonna try and get a nice sort of mix of the colours. I think that looks blooming stonking. Now, one last thing. We have got that sauce from earlier. I'm just gonna do a steady trickle down there. Oh my gosh, look at that. I love it. I might go the other side as well, just a little bit. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Dripping all over the table.
It's dripping all over the table.
Yes.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, what a Pavlova. Is it Australian? Is it from New Zealand? No. This one is from Barry.
Bit scared.
Yeah. Go on, mate. Push it right down.
Come on, baby.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, that's...
Okay, and then do another bit a bit further in. Big old wedge.
Oh.
Oh, look at that crunch.
That big old crunch makes me...
Makes you hungry.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Phoebes.
That was fun.
Was that fun?
Oh.
That's all right. You can serve it up. I mean, someone just said to me, it does basically become eaten mess. I mean, it does. It's a constructed eaten mess. Oh.
That looks so good.
Yeah?
3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, I missed out on 3, 2, 1.
I forgot which one comes first. Oh, wow.
That's delicious. Wow.
Yeah, I've got that gooiness in the middle, that softness. I love that in a meringue. You know what I mean?
I like the sauce.
That meringue, yeah, you got that crisp outer shell, but you get that sort of, it's like marshmallow, isn't it? It's like a gooey, sweet, naughty inside. It's mixing with the cream, the sauce, the fruit. Oh, Phoebes?
Stonking.
Stonking.
1 word, 3 syllables, amazing.
I just said, remember guys, it's very naughty, let's not eat too much. And then what did you just say?
At least it has fruit.
It's fruit, yes. Just like chocolate's good for you because it's got milk in it, good for your teeth. Do keep it nice and chilled in your fridge. You're going to love it. A real like show-stopping crowd pleaser. It was actually quite easy. So maybe take on some of the tips I've used. It's worked an absolute charm. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, sorry.
Bye.
Check your level, player. No matter what your style, the kitchen's for me. Simon's moustache, goatee, maybe all 3.
Peaches was a song by the Presidents of the USA, which was the first CD single that I ever bought. And I played it on repeat. I didn't actually really massively like the song. I just saw Peaches on the CD cover. I bought it without even listening to the song, that's right. Wow.